to week 2 of our online training program. Today we've got one of our players and coaches, Harry Sheasel over here. He's going to be helping us out with the ball handling and also the shooting challenges in the second part. Before we get started, please make sure you've got a basketball ready. Obviously, we're hoping you found a ring. If you've got one at home, great. Otherwise, hopefully you've got into a school or a park nearby. The first thing we're going to do is start off with some dynamic stretching. So the reason we're getting into this, it's really important during this time. We're keeping our bodies nice and mobile. We're keeping it flexible. So I'm going to walk Harry through some of the dynamic stretches that we're going to be using today. Each of these stretches should go for about 30 seconds. If you've got some space to move, you can do it while moving. Otherwise, you can do these on the spot. So the first thing we're going to start off with is going to be some high knees for 30 seconds. Harry's got a little bit of room here to go up and back with it, so he's going to demo that. We're essentially getting our knees up high as we run. So we're going forward with it and back. Do a couple more. Beautiful, so you'll do that for 30 seconds. Once you've done that one, we're going to go into butt kicks for 30 seconds. So this one's a really simple one as well. Instead of lifting our knee up high, we're actually going to kick our heel backwards and try and kick our butt with it. And again, your focus is to do that for 30 seconds. The third one we're going to work out is a toe sweep. So this is a simple one where we basically stick out our leg. We want to bring our opposite hand, brush our toe, and then do the same thing on the other foot. Harry's going to walk through showing us that. And again, you can do these on the spot. You can stick your leg out, simply brush past it. And then the last stretch that we're going to do to end off our week 2 dynamic stretching is going to be some arm circles, because we're going to be shooting today. So we want to get our shoulders nice and flexible. So for this one, we're basically just going to go over the top. And again, you want to go for about 15 seconds one way. Once you've done 15 seconds going forward, take it backwards, and you're going to go for another 15 seconds of that. Beautiful. All right, so now we're going to get started with our ball handling challenge for the week. So everyone should have their own sheet for this. It's going to be under the Maccabi ball handling challenge. There's 20 different activities on this. We're going to go through the first 10 of them today. If you've got a skipping rope at home, you should use this opportunity now to skip for about 2 minutes to get your heart rate up and to get nice and warm. If you don't have a skipping rope, you can simply just stand on the spot. You can do that. You can jog on the spot, but you want to go for about 2 minutes to get your heart rate going. assuming Harry's done that part, he's nice and warm, he's ready to go. And now we're going to crack into the ball handling challenge. So the first thing we want to do on the sheet is a body wrap. So Harry's going to demo a body wrap for us. Really simple. We move the ball around, keeping it in our fingertips, right? So you're going to do 25 going one way, 25 going the other way. Now, with this ball handling challenge, every single activity is going to be timed, right? So you're going to time every single one. You'll be able to do it, obviously, using your phone. If you've got a stopwatch, use that. If you can grab mum or dad, if you've got a brother or sister that can help you, get them to come outside with you. I've got my phone out here, so I'm going to time Harry, and he's going to set the challenge for the 25 body wraps going one way, 25 going the other way. Yeah, you can stop at the end of do 25 each way, and then we'll stop at that. All right, so watching here, ready, set, and go. Good. As you can see, we're trying to go as fast as we can with it. We're not worried about making mistakes for this. Ball's in the fingertips. Make sure you're being honest to yourself with your count as well. No point making it up. Yep, 25 the other way, perfect. Excellent. Let me know when you're done. Beautiful. All right, so that's the first activity. That's our body wraps. All right, now, if you're still going with this, take your time. You can simply pause the video here, finish off what you're doing, and then check back in for number 2, which we're going to demo now. All right, this time we want to actually do something called a figure 8 wrap. All right, so instead of moving the ball around our body, we're going to be passing it through our legs. So Harry's going to show us what we're doing here. So we're passing the ball between our legs, going forwards with it. And then we can also change the direction and go from back, which is perfect. All right, now, if you're finding that really hard to do and you can't do it by passing it, you can actually roll it around your legs as well. So if you're younger and you want to make this a little bit easier, watching Harry here, you simply push the ball through with your fingertips in the exact same way as the other. All right, Harry's done it a while now, so he's going to go with the more advanced version, and we're going to time 25 through the front, 25 through the back. So if you guys are following along, start your time at this as well. Ready, set, go. Correct. So every time you get through, it's 1. Cool. Nice work. Cool, awesome. So stop the time there. So again, you want to keep the time running while you're doing it, because it's going to be the time altogether at the end of the 10, right? So please don't stop and reset, keep the time running. So Harry's at 1 minute and 3 seconds right now for the first 2. Number 3, this one's nice and simple. This is going to be 25 dribbles on your right hand as low as you can. Then we're going to go straight into number 4, which is 25 dribbles at a medium height, right, on your right hand. Once you've done that, you're going to go straight into number 5, which is 25 dribbles on your left hand nice and low. And then you're going to go straight into number 6, which is 25 dribbles at a medium height on your left hand, right? So we're going to go through it now. So this is going to take us to number 6. We've got 4 activities in a row. We're going to start the time, and we're starting on the right hand. So if you're staying with us, this is your time to start as well. Ready, set, go. Good. So our focus for this one is we want to pound the ball, right? We don't want to go soft with it. We want to use our fingertips, and we want to pound the ball into the ground. Good stuff. Excellent. All right, so we're at 1 minute 35, and we're through the first 6 of our ball handling challenge. The next part we're going to get into, number 7, is going to be a crossover with a floor touch. All right, now, for some of you guys, this might actually be a little bit tricky to do, so we will have a basic version of it. We're going to show what the crossovers with the floor touch looks like so you guys can see it. So we're going to cross the ball over, but in between each crossover, we want to try and touch the floor with our hand. Right, so that's the advanced way of doing it. If we want to make that a little simpler, I'm happy for you to take as many dribbles in between as you need. So if you need to take 3 or 4 dribbles on each hand and then touch the floor like that, you can do that, right? If that's really hard for you guys as well and you're struggling to touch the floor, you can just do regular crossovers for these. So you can just simply pound the ball into the ground and see how you go. But if you're choosing to do it this way, you have to do 35 of them, not 25. All right, so that's up to you guys what you want to do. Harry's going to start the time again and we're going to get ready to go here. So this is number 7 on the ball handling challenge. Ready, set, go. As you can see, he's doing a great job, pushing the ball hard, keeping eyes up. Beautiful. All right, so we're at 1 minute, 45 seconds total, and we're through the first 7 activities. Now, number 8 and number 9, this is something you may have not done before, so it's important that you guys pay attention to what we're doing here. Number 8 it's called dribbling around your right leg, right? And you're gonna do it 25 times each way. So Harry's gonna demo what that looks like. You're gonna stand just with your feet shoulder width apart or a bit wider so that you've got some space. Now, the way we're gonna do this, it's gonna be a pound and through, right? So those are the words you gotta think about, pound and through. So to start, we have the ball in our right hand. We're gonna pound it and push it through the front. So just like Harry's doing, it's pound through, right? That's taking it through the front. Once you've done 25 going through the front, you actually need to reverse it and bring it from behind, but it's the same thing, pound and through. Now this involves using your fingertips to be able to get that twist on the ball. So you're not going to be able to just use it and dribble it around. I want you to really try and snap it with your fingers to bring the ball through. So number 8 is on your right leg. Number 9 is going to be the exact same thing on your left leg. So again, pound and through going from the front, which is what Harry's doing now, followed by pound and through going from the back. So that there is how we want to do it. Now, if you want to make that simpler for yourself, right, because that one does get a little bit tricky, right, especially for the younger age groups. If you want to make that simpler, take as many dribbles as you need to get the ball through. So even if you take 10 dribbles and you're just working the ball around your right leg, that's perfect. And then you're going to spin it the other way and do the same thing going around from the back. And again, taking as many dribbles as you need. If that's also a little bit tricky for you and you're finding that hard, you can just roll it around your leg. That's what we did with one of our earlier ones. I'm happy for you to use your fingertips, roll the ball behind, all right? Again, Harry's gonna go back to the regular version though, because he's done this before. So he's gonna get ready to go with it. We're gonna start on the right leg 25 times each way, then we're gonna go left leg 25 times each way. This does take a little bit longer, so this is probably gonna be a couple of minutes right now. Do the best you can do. We're at 1 minute 45 and we're starting our time now. Ready, set, go. Good stuff. Good work. So for this one, you want to maintain that nice stance. You want to be nice and low there. Get on the balls of your feet. Use your wrist to move the ball through. And we're still pounding the ball. Pound through. Good. While Harry's doing this and he's having his time, it's really important that while you guys are doing it, you're keeping your count, all right? If you want to do it in your head, that's fine. If you want to do it out loud, that's probably even better. Parents, if you guys are out there with your kids, please help them out with this as well, all right? So you can do the timing for them. You can help them keep the count. You can even give them some reinforcements on the coaching points that we've discussed. Beautiful. 15 on the second one. Yep. So just let me know when you're done on the right leg. Cool. All right, so that one there is number 8. That was the right leg. Now we're going into number 9, which is the left leg. Ready, set, go. Good stuff. So for a lot of you guys doing this, if your right hand is your stronger hand, obviously the left hand's going to be tricky, but it's really important that we work both our hands, right? You've got an opportunity to come back from this break and be a much better player if you're able to dribble on your right and you're able to dribble on your left. Good stuff. Keep working through it. Excellent, Haz. Just the second one now, yeah. Oh, let me know when you got that, and we've got our last one. Doing really well, you're at 3 minutes 30. So again, you don't have to go at this pace. If this is the first time you're doing something like this, or you're a beginner, absolutely do it at your pace. Slow it down, pause the video as often as you need to. Cool. All right, so we're at 3 minutes 45, and we've got our last activity coming up for the part 1 Maccabi ball handling challenge. To end off, feel free to stretch the back out a bit if you need. Your back might get sore while you're doing this because you're obviously down in your stance. The one suggestion I can make is, instead of leaning over it like that, see if you can try and activate your leg muscles and sit down into your dribble stance a little bit better. We want to be low and athletic. For the last one, we're now going to do dribble figure eights. So we did this a bit earlier on where we passed the ball through. So you'll remember the one where we were passing it through. That was that one. This time you're doing the same thing, but you're actually going to dribble the ball through. All right. Now, when you actually do the challenge, there's a few ways you can do this as well. All right. The way that I'd like to see most people doing it is going to be with a pound and then through. So see if you can pound through, pound through, pound through. Right. So that's going to be our ideal way of doing this. And you're going to do it from the front. So let's have a look at that, Haz. So just pound them through from the front. Perfect. And then you're going to do 25 going from the back. Excellent. Now, if that's tricky for you, I'm happy for you guys, again, to take as many dribbles as you need to get it through. So if you need to do 5 or 6 dribbles to get it through, that's fine. If you want to just roll the ball through again for these ones, you're welcome to do that again if that one was an easier one. All right. Either way, it's 25 from the front, 25 from the back for this. All right. So Harry's going to do it with the pound and through, and we're going to start the time. Ready, set, go. Good. Beautiful. You can see how he's making an effort to try and keep eyes up, going at game pace, nice and light on his feet, so we're not straight-legged. Looking really good. Good. And then he's up. Cool. Nice, and now we're going from behind. So it's 1 every time you get it through. So that's your count. Good stuff. Almost there. Keep working through. Great work. Let me know when you're done and we'll stop the time. Done. All right, amazing work. So that takes us to the first 10, which is part 1 of our ball handling challenge. This is a great opportunity now to have a drink break, stretch it out a little bit, and we're going to check back with you guys in about 1 minute to get ready for our shooting challenges for the week. All right. So Haz, go grab a drink. Great stuff. Right now, just so you guys can track yourselves against Harry's score, he's at 4 minutes and 35 seconds for the first 10. All right. Again, that's a really good score for this. Some of you that are maybe under 14s, under 16s, 18s can be looking to try and challenge that. For the younger kids, or if you're just getting started in your basketball journey, don't worry so much about the time for this week. Practice each one, and we'll track this as we go throughout the program. All right, guys, so hopefully everyone's had a drink break. If you need to stretch out your back, you've hopefully done that as well. And now we're going to get into our shooting component. So given it's early on in our program, the first thing we want to address is actually some form shooting and make sure our techniques are looking good. All right, so the first thing we want to focus on with our form shooting today is we actually want to get into a nice stance. So what that means for us is you want to have our feet roughly about shoulder width apart, right? Try and have your toes pointed towards your target, right? So see if you can get, obviously, your feet pointed towards the ring when you do this. And our upper body, we want to have the ball sitting on our fingertips, right? So you don't want to have it stuck on the palm of your hand. You want to have it sitting nice and up on the fingertips so that you're able to shoot through the ball and get your fingers rolling off it, all right? The other part to this is as we shoot, just like we saw there, we want to try and get our elbow to go up and ideally follow through straight up. Right? We don't want to be shooting at the ring. We want to be shooting up and in the ring. So what we're going to do for form shooting, Harry's going to get in front of the ring over here. And again, you want to be nice and close for this. So start really close. Don't think that it's, don't get bored of it. The best shooters in the world spend time every single day right in front of the ring doing form shooting. So all we're going to do for this, you're going to do 10 form shots and you're trying to get the ball up on the fingertips and shoot high and into the ring. So Harry's going to take 10 of them for us now. This is a good opportunity for those of you following along. Get on your ring, start shooting your 10 now as well. Take your time and get good quality reps. Good stuff. So if you can keep hopefully you guys can see that there, but basically every shot we're trying to get that nice spin on the ball, up high, following through. How many is that? Cool. Just take a couple more. Again, 10 is ideal. If you want to do more of these, you're more than welcome to. All right, so now what we're going to do, you're going to stay where you are, right? So you don't have to move, you can stay in front of the ring. You're going to go into our first shooting challenge for week 2. This is called close to mid, right? So really simple. Right where you were shooting before is your close shot. You're going to shoot one shot from there. Whether you miss it or you make it, you take a step back and you shoot a mid shot, right? Then you get the rebound, you come back in, you shoot close again, and then you go back out to the mid. Now, the way the scoring works, you get 1 minute to make as many as you can. Every time you swish it, give yourself 2 points. Every time you make it, but it's not a swish, give yourself 1 point. If you miss it, unfortunately, you don't get a point for that, all right? So we're gonna do it ideally all at the same time. So if you're following along, we'll go on my timer right now. Harry's gonna get ready. See if you can get ready in front of your ring. I'll give you guys a 3-second countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Good, keep your score out loud. Good. So again, we're really working on quality of our shots during this, right? So those of you that are going right now, make sure you guys are shooting up high, getting a good form shot every single time. Good. You got 30 seconds left on the clock. $20 seconds left on the clock. Keep your score out loud, guys. Let's go. 15 seconds. 10 seconds left. Get a few more in here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Hold it there. All right, what do you get? 26. All right, so Harry's first attempt at that is 26 points. Hopefully you guys, if anyone beat him, great. Let us know about it, please. If not, keep working towards it and see if you can build your way up to that. All right. Now we're going to go into the second challenge for this week. All right. This one is going to be a block-to-block shooting challenge. All right. So we're trying to stay nice and close. For those of you that don't know what a block is, or you may not have any sort of marks around your ring, all I want you to do is find a spot nice and close on a bit of an angle. Right. So you want to be able to use the backboard for this shot. That's the most important part of this. Again, we're working on form, so we don't want to be far out. We want to be nice and close, and we're working at just shooting straight through. The way this one works, Harry's going to shoot it from one side. Whether you miss it or you make it, you move to the other angle on the other side, and you shoot the same shot, and you keep going back and forward for 1 minute, right? If you miss and the ball comes back to the same side you're on, I'm happy for you to shoot that shot again. But if you make it, you must move on to the other side. For this one, everything is worth 1 point. So every make is worth 1. Get yourselves ready right now. I'll give you a few seconds to find the spot that works for you at your ring. And then we're going to put up a minute time. Ready, set, go. Good. Keep that score out loud again. Challenge yourself with this, following through high, keep the ball up high, use the backboard. Good. They work. So parents, again, if you guys are helping out with this, especially with some of our younger athletes, please make sure you're helping them out with form on every shot. Keep encouraging good habits. Make sure we're working the right shot every single time we shoot the ball. 25 seconds to go. 20 seconds. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. Get a couple more in here. Let's go. Push yourself. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. What do you get, Haz? All right, so we're going to go with 9, right? We're going to go with 9 for that one. See how you guys go at home with that challenge as well. That one's our block to block. Now we're coming up to our last challenge for session 2, for week 2. This one's called a close step challenge, right? So it's really important that we're working some footwork here, but also our finish on the angle. So we go back to one of the angles that we were at before. So roughly that sort of angle on the side where we can use the backboard. When you are on the left-hand side, you are gonna step onto your right foot and go up for a little finish under the ring, right? Once you've done that, you're gonna move to the opposite side. So you'll go to the right side of the ring. And for this one, you're gonna step onto your left foot and finish up high with your right hand, right? So we're working close range finishing, but we're working at getting the footwork right as well. So remember, right side, step onto your left foot, finish with your right hand. Left side, step onto your right foot and finish with your left hand, right? So Harry's gonna just do 2 quick demos for us. So this one's on the left, so we step right and finish. We get to the other side, and then we step onto our left and finish. Perfect. All right, so getting ready with this one. Before we get started with this, if, again, you've got rings that can be lowered, especially for some of the younger kids, if you're under 8, definitely put it down to 8 foot if you can. If you're comfortable on a 10-foot ring, feel free to use that one there as well. Get ready. Get set. Go. Everything is worth 1. Keep your score. Good. Great stuff. Nice. So again, we're making an effort to get our footwork great every single time we do this, and a nice finish up high. Halfway there, guys. You're at 30 seconds. Let's finish this off nice and strong. Let's go. "20 seconds to go. Coming up on your last 10 seconds. Finish it off. Keep your score. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, what do you get? 21. All right. We'll go with 21 for that. All right, so let's quickly recap the scores so you guys can see how you've gone and challenge yourselves up against Harry's scores. We did our 26 for our close to mid. All right, that was challenge 1. For our block to block, we got 9. So there you go with that one. And then to end off with our close step challenge, we got 21. All right, so those are your 3 shooting challenges for this week. Alex, you did a great job with it, mate, so thank you. Good chance now, if you need to do a bit of a cool down, feel free to do that. You can take some free throws, do whatever you need to do. Definitely have a drink as well, and we'll speak to you guys in 2 weeks' time for our week 4 challenge, all right?